Welcome back, folks, to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. When we last left off, we ended up climbing the tower, fighting some undead, finding this guy who's undead as well, and now he sent us to go find some chick who might have information on how to stop this. So that's what we're going to do. So let's hop to it, shall we? Now, I need to figure out where to go. Journal. Um. Nope. Is that it? Or, I'm trying to figure it out. Fragment scatter soul. No. Trials endurance. No. Travel to the cliffs. No. So it's one of these. Through Death's Gates, I think. Laying key operates to find out the shrine. Online heritage. Inherited Hill. Okay, so I gotta find someone here in Heritage Hill. A winding staircase runs through the core of the tower, providing access to all levels. Go down, proceed to the bottom. Now, apparently the game has gotten an update that fixes the gray screen of death and all that stuff, but we shall see. I remain skeptical. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you never know. Okay. Let's go this way. Yes. Now, wasn't she the character that was all undead again? I'm trying to think of who she is. Where is the... There we go. Yeah, she is. Okay. So it's a good thing we didn't kill her. That would have been awkward. Looks like they haven't finished they haven't fixed the capes because they're always like hanging off to the side, but I guess that's not a big priority when there's other stuff to fix. Like crashes and gray screens of death. Alright, let's go this way. Alright, and there she is. You return. What was her voice I did? You return. What have you come seeking this time? I need the words that operate the Elderwine machine in the tower. She laughs, a noise that blends with the crunch of dry leaves with something piercing and white hot. That fool Aldheim, he sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is or why it is. You feel a hot core of pride smothering at the center of her soul. He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sent you here to pension me for aid after years of disparaging my research. She shakes her head as she pokes the fire with a renewed ferocity. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for the meaning. The problem and Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Ithaca. What do I care? I prepare myself for the inevitability of such this, and I can assure you those dwelling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Her pride burns brighter still. Humble Aldaham by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more secretly. Her words fan the strange curls at the center of her soul. Tell me the tower's name. Ithaca closes her eyes. Ithcantha closes her eyes. Tier Northwest. Her voice is suddenly smoothing. It is called Tier Northwest. She stands and turns to you, whipping a parchment dry hand on her cloak. Wiping her They built the machine on top of contained souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Direwood, are relays built to move souls. Where would they move the souls? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. Real question, as always, is why? Do they intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields, to collect them like butterflies under the glass, to melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, I do not know. How do you operate the machine on top of Tier North? Back to the Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tittersols if I told you? She crosses her arms over her unmoving chest. I'd release them. So you say. And just where would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else? Equally aimless and meaningless? I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into shapes of something that withers and squeals within her. Here, I have plenty appetite and time enough to observe them. In every scientist's dream, my answer is no. What? But what good is observing all this when you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her, Rocky. An entire language at your fingertips, and she hides it away? Extinguish Ithaca's pride. The Famper doesn't seem to notice you as you wrap your mind around the squalling burning mass. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animaster in the hero of history. Hoarding knowledge is pointless. The burning thing roars alive. Nothing is more important. We gather and study through its transcendence. Thousands ancestors lived that brought us to us. And who will know about it? The pride flickers as flame around it abates. All I've learned, years of studying the Interwind language. No one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Your opportunities are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. The pride hisses and sputters like more than an ember now. You're wrong, but there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. Let's try an exchange. You reach for it, but it's still too hot to grasp in your mind for more than a second. Teach me what you know, and I'll make sure it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quenched her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond hard rock. You cast it away where it melts into darkness. Her voice is calm and quiet. So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need. Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, and they no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They are commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from past lives long since buried. You can see a very array of runes, far more than Ithkantha can show you. And you know the sounds and their meanings, and how they fit together. The language of the Interwind once more at your command. She retreats from you. Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge, then do what you will with Tia North. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish. A speaker of dead tongues now, and so surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in a matter of few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me. You said the other towers around the Zero World were constructed to move souls. Why would the other ones have wanted to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wish. Ah, we already read this. Explain how the controls work. Harnessing the power of Tia North is about understanding what it's designed to do. You know the words and their meanings. You can speak them and the tower shall obey. What do I do with the tower now I know these words? Turn it off, I expect. That would be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. The machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily override it, or overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for prosperity. I don't know. Destroying it seems like it might do this place some good. That's all. Thanks. Okay, so let us see what we can do, what we should do. This has been getting quite interesting. Let us go see what goes on. Did I just miss it? I think so. No. Sorta. It's right over here. Now we should be able to just go all the way to the top now that we've been here. Hopefully. Okay. Go this way. Oh, excuse me. Proceed to the top. There we go. Now, I wonder if he's going to attack me if I try to shut it down or something. It's quite possible if you think about it. Okay. A jagged Aedra pillar rises from in front of you. encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panels is covered with runes, which you can now understand. You recognize the words for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by the inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial means to throttle the device. Now this is an important choice. We could choose just to end it and not destroy it, or we can maximize the machine throttles of hope of overloading the device, which destroys it. But remember what she said, it would also destroy the souls. Huh. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe if others let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Alright, we're doing this. Muttering a command, you give the dial a violent twist, moving the spear spins faster and faster, wobbling from their axes. The light filling the machine quickly becomes too bright to behold. You look away and cover your ears, but the thunderous crash that follows shakes the floor beneath you. When you look back, the machine's in ruins, never to be used again. Still and silent, it's finally over. Okay. So what did the journal say? Okay, so that's done then. Yep, it looks like we're done. So we're probably going to have to go to the lady's house. Proceed to the bottom. Hopefully that was the smart play. We won't know until later on. Yep. So we'll go visit the Lady Webb and see what she does and says. And then we'll go from there. Because I didn't quite see what it said. Because I was watching the animation. Actually, is there a way I can... no. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can look at, what it said down there, but it doesn't look like it. Journal, camp, characters, inventory, stronghold, combat log. There we go. That's all it says. Doesn't really say what happened. Oh well. Hey, how come we're going fast? Oh, cool. So you can make it go faster.
Light, flame, and sound.
I wish I would have known that in the beginning. Okay, so let's get out of here. There! That's the nice lady who helped me. And thank the Iron Arm for it. We'll get you sorted out at the keep. Ooh, I gained, the tower is off! Does this mean the curse on Heritage Hill is lifted? It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think I'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again. But at least we can get started on restoring it. She was in Blackenburg, wasn't she? I believe it was in Blackenburg. We'll see. Alright, let's check real quick. Oh, no one. Not wanting to camp. Map, there we go. Yeah, Hardgate House.
Must have seen some amazing sights on your way north.
Sure. Pirate cities floating in the archipelago. The mountain halls of these northern dwarves. Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranga Nui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
Haha. Well, folks, we're going to call it here. As always, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button if you like, the dislike button if you dislike, subscribe, hit the bell thing so it rings, and I'll see you next time. Hop you later.